what happened to the elephant?
An elephant.
No elephants, Your Grace.
That's disappointing. I wanted those elephants.
Lately, there has been discussions over the Bannerlord Reddit regarding pictures of leaked elephants, including them having armors. So in this video I want to cover the whole elephant situation. If I may, what is this? That's right, address the elephant in the room and give you a brief history and my own speculation about the elephant meta when it comes to Mount and Blade Bannerlord. My name is Kavou. You can help me find my audience by liking this video, it means so much. Comment down below what you think, anything you do helps me and brings me closer into finding my audience. Thank you for watching. Now we had this interesting picture coming out from the Bannerlord community on Reddit, which shows the picture of what looks like a very big beefy elephant that wears lots of armors and carpets, assuming you can get on top of it, and also an animated dog. So everybody speculating that From Taleworlds is going to add or give us elephants. There is two things I used to find cool when I was a kid, that was dragons and elephants. I found a video over 4 years ago on the 1.5 build of Mount and Blade Bannerlord, a From Taleworlds DLC called Elephant DLC. I found out this channel by the name of Timur Khan, a member of the community of Mount and Blade Bannerlord, that made a complete video showcasing everything regarding the elephants. You can see the models, the assets, animations. For some reason the elephants have jumping animations, which if you know anything about elephants, not to flex here or anything, the elephants are one of the very few creatures in nature that they cannot actually jump. Yeah, think about that for a moment. I guess From Taleworlds have no idea about elephants. This person completely covered the whole elephant DLC, as you can find it in the files, which has over the past few years completely taken down by From Taleworlds, which someone say, oh my god, is that an Easter egg that we are getting elephants and people are going out to speculate the International Elephant Day where they're going to give us elephants? I don't think that's the case, guys, and I don't want to get your hopes down. I'm going to read to you one of the posts from Callum, which is the community lead of Mount and Blade Bannerlord, that gave regard the whole elephant situation over 4 years ago and how this connects. Greetings. From game development companies, it is standard to do R&D as part of the regular processes. This is done for the base product as well as potential future additions. The work might or might not be released to the end user. This is why it's usually only announced when it's largely ready to avoid false expectations. The model accidentally released was something being tried by a team member who had no remaining tasks, and pretty much the entire Bannerlord team is busy working on early access features. Any assets created by Taleworlds are, of course, protected under copyright law and they cannot be released as part of mods unless prior permission is obtained. This covered the whole elephant situation, that we will not get elephants in Bannerlord for a very long time, up until a modder came up and added elephants of his own. His name is Benji G91 and his mod is called Eagle Rising Dawn of an Empire, which is a fantastic mod. Almost everybody knows about it. I should cover it. Let me know if you would like me to showcase this mod. It adds a completely new faction or race, however you want to call it, and it adds lots of new armors, weapons, a lot of extra content. It has Rome and Byzantium and ancient Greek type of style when it comes to the armors and everything, so as a fellow Greek I love his work already. I haven't used his mod or any of those total conversion type of mods. This man has managed to release elephants on his mod and I'm gonna showcase some of the videos of his own personal work. As you can see, the elephants this modder has provided, they are walking, they are running. You can use them to charge, you can mount them and shoot arrows, you can deal damage to them, and they have been working for the most part a little bit janky, but given that this is just a modder who tries to give us so much, this is the closest thing to elephants we have. Now you might ask, Kavou, what about the copyright situation from Taleworlds? Unlike most of the gaming companies that hate their communities and they want to sit in your mouth, From Taleworlds are actually the opposite. They even created a new engine type of mods to help the modders build better mods and fix, adjust and add more content regarding the animations. I'm trying to say that From Taleworlds wants people to create mods in a similar way to make Mount and Blade Bannerlord something like Skyrim, a timeless masterpiece, which I think Mount and Blade Bannerlord, if you haven't bought the game or played it yet, what are you waiting for? This is one of the best games ever. I bought this game when it first came on its alpha version. I've put over 1,000 hours into this game. I still play it to this day. When it comes to value for money, Mount and Blade Bannerlord, you should definitely give it a go, especially if you're coming from my channel and you like Skyrim. Now, let's jump back to the subject, what happens with the elephants. From Taleworlds, they don't mind Benji using or adding elephants. Have in mind those assets are Benji's assets. It's not like he stole or used From Taleworlds assets. And when it comes to the whole elephant thing, you have seen the pictures when it comes to Reddit and all of that. All of those come from way back, from Benji's and from other mods. Of course, the modding community when it comes to Mount and Blade Bannerlord is extremely active, but it also has some dark history of modders stealing assets from one another, which resolved into the modding community kinda going private when it comes to big projects for the most part, which sucks, and that comes down to Nexus and how they handle the mods. And that's the topic for another day. So when it comes to Mount and Blade Bannerlord, we are not going to get the elephant DLC at any time. The staff from Taleworlds is working their asses off providing us the DLC and those huge betas, and maybe after the DLC they will start adding more stuff, so we are speaking over a year for a chance of us getting actual elephants into the game. But until that happens, we're not gonna have elephants anytime soon. Aside some modders like Benji and maybe some new other modders, I think riding an elephant on the battlefield will be the most badass thing in the world, because you see, elephants back in the day, they were essentially what a tank known as a leopard is in modern warfare. You might argue that elephants were not that successful when it comes to historic battles, but we are speaking about a video game, and riding a goddamn elephant that I'm going to name him Jeff sounds like the most badass thing in the world. So let me ask you this, are you an elephant enthusiast? Do you like elephants? Would you like to see something like that? Let me know down in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, to subscribe, and also tell me if you like Mount and Blade, if you are playing it or considering buying it, and if you're enjoying the new patch. I will see you in the future, guys. I'm Kavou and I'm covering Skyrim, Mount and Blade Bannerlord, and some other RPGs I think they deserve the coverage. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay safe and bye bye.